watch Clark do his speed run. Now we gotta watch people are too scared to speed run, because even me, I was a little bit too scared to speed run a difficult game about climbing. But
What does it take to actually be a speedrunner? Talent, skill, motivation. What does it take to actually be a speedrunner? A lot of people would argue that talent is the most important aspect, because if you don't have the innate ability to begin with, then why even try? Because that's an argument that is healthy to apply to most aspects of our lives, right? Skill, well, realistically, that'll just come with practice. Motivation
yeah,
is most
hours
likely a
in.
factor that will get you started, but it's not always going to be there when you need it to keep going. Honestly, the first thing you need to do is figure out a goal. This can be something as simple as, I just want to have fun with insert game here. Or it can be something as difficult as, I want the world record in insert game here. But it's important to understand what your goal is, because without that, then you can't take any steps forward. Now, all these reasons can fluctuate on your speedrunning journey, but it's good to have something to work towards in the beginning. Now, I'm not here to tell you the exact definition of a speedrunner, mostly because I think it can be boiled down to whether you attempt to run the game fast. Also, something that bugs me is people's obsession with leaderboards. I don't think they necessarily have to be an end goal for a runner. For example, I didn't submit any of my runs for Metroid Dread until about a year after I started playing, and it wasn't because I didn't feel like it was
Really?
worthy or anything, but it was because I never really felt it was important to me until I wanted to start being competitive with other people. I consider myself a Metroid Dread speedrunner, but I didn't feel it was important for a leaderboard to tell me that.
I still
Yeah,
have to
sure,
play
it's
that game
cool,
too,
but it's
guys.
not the ultimate
I'm
deciding
going to.
factor.
I have
And
it.
this is where your
We're gonna
goal
get to the
comes in.
Metroid soon.
Obviously, if you want the world record, you're gonna have to be on the leaderboard, but if you want to find people who enjoy the same things you do and have fun with the game, then that might not really be of any importance to you at all. So
Mm.
something that's pretty cool with speedrunning is that there's a lot of event organizing. And now, I'm sure most of us have heard of GDQ, and if you haven't, it's Games Done Quick, the most popular speedrunning event that happens twice a year, which raises money for charity. However, something that I was not aware of was how many different events there were that are run by various speedrunning community members. Events such as Multithon, which raised money for Blue Path, or Lady Arcader's Super Showcase, which raised money for CARE. I've seen mutual aid marathons
W.
be organized and hosted just to help others out. My point is that there's so much more to
That's a
speedrunning
fact.
than being the best. Obviously, when it comes to events, you have to be at least proficient at the game to be accepted, but it's not likely that you'll be turned away for not being top 2 in the game. But on a side note, speaking of Lady Arcaders, if you are a woman who is a little bit intimidated by trying to get into the gaming space, then Lady Arcaders might be a good place for you to start your journey. This is a place where all women are welcome, whether you're cis, trans, non-binary, or part of a marginalized group. So if that's something that interests you, I recommend you going to check out ladyarcaders.com. They hold game showcases with community members and also hold other events throughout the year. So to keep with the theme of events for right now, there are other
Check
ways
that
to
out. I fuck with
participate
that.
in events such as hosting or commentating, or even volunteering as staff and helping out through those means. But I don't intend to be completely sidetracked by events, so let's move on for now. With speedrunning, the first person you are competing with is
Hold on.
yourself, but there are
Hold
also
on.
races you can participate.
That's true. Hold on. Before she gets into this, real quick. Uh, when it what's she say again? Hold
Women are
on.
welcome, whether you're cis, trans. To check out ladyarcaders.com. They hold game showcases with community members.
Right. That's what it was about. Okay, so like when it comes to like actually, you're what up, Barry? So when it comes to like getting into speedrunning and stuff like that, if you know about the speedrun and know about the game and stuff like that, you may not be able to get top. You may not have the mechanical skill yet to get like top 5 world record times and stuff like that. Maybe you don't have the time to dedicate to be there and stuff like that at that point in time or whatever it is. But if you're able to know about the game, you can become a tasser, a commentator. You can become someone who like theory crafts and stuff like that and puts things together. A coach, even like there's so many things to get into speedrunning that I wish more people got into speedrunning. Me, I'm not a full-on speedrunner. I'm starting with a different difficult game to get belt climbing or whatever. But when it comes to speedrunning, I watch GDQ all the time. I'm really into Paper Mario speedruns, Zelda speedruns. Honestly, the Titanfall speedrun is insane. By the way, it's insane. So I love those kind of speedruns and stuff like that. But those are my ones. And Hollow Knight too. Ooh, don't let me forget that one. Hollow Knight speedrun. Ooh, I want to do that so bad, but some of them are like some of these speedruns are so long. But like I'm saying, if you're into speedrunning, you can get into it in many ways, and it could be a huge help to the entire community of whatever game you like and you're interested in speedrunning or watching speedrunning now. Like for sure. Go find your community, go find your motherfucking people. They're out there. I promise you. They are out there.
members and also hold other events
Trust.
throughout the year. So to keep with the theme of events for right now, there are other ways to participate in events such as hosting.
Oh yeah, Bear, I know. I
or
hear
even
Super Mario
volunteering
64
as
runs.
staff
I
and
be
helping out
I
through
be
those
watching them.
things. But I
I'm
don't
watching
intend to be
them.
completely sidetracked by events, so let's move
You gotta
on.
bring those back
With
though, for real.
speedrunning, the first person you are competing with is yourself, but there are
Speedrun.
also races you can participate in. Chances are, if you look hard enough, you can find community discords through speedrun.com. That'll have a bunch of people that are also interested in the game you like, and they might hold community races from time to time. If you make friends with people through this, then you can even form rivalries.
Come on,
with one
speedruns,
another. There are also places
facts.
dedicated to speedrunning tournaments like Speed Gaming. Now that you have all these options in how to participate in speedrunning, then the question becomes how to get started with a game. So that normally starts with picking a category, and many games have many different categories to choose from glitchless to no major glitches to unrestricted, also known as the glitched category. From any percent to 100% to low percent, and category extensions like nipple percent in Super Mario Odyssey. Category extensions tend to have a lot of silly things, so they seem a little bit less intimidating sometimes. There are so many different things to choose from, but my recommendation is to just pick a category and start playing, because the longer you wait, the lower your motivation will get. But starting
This
on
is true.
glitchless or
This
no
is
major
true.
glitches might be the way to go for a lot of people, but really to each their own. Now, where do you find information on the categories? And this is where things might get a little bit unfortunate depending on the game you want to try out. If you're lucky, the speedrun.com page for the game of your choice will have links to guides, or if it's a well-known game like Super Mario Odyssey or something of that
Videos.
popularity, then chances are you can find a good in-depth guide on YouTube. I also know that games like Super Metroid have a whole wiki dedicated to information regarding everything about the speedrun. But for most games, the fastest way to find info and get direct help would be through Discord. And honestly, this is one of my least favorite ways to find information, because even though it's usually pretty simple to find the Discord, it might take a while to find the information you actually need, because you have to sift through a lot of other stuff. And while it might be easy to just ask someone, it would also just be nice to have a lot of information located somewhere online, something similar to the wiki for Super Metroid. But that's just my little rant. Maybe this is an irrelevant point to some people and they have no problems doing this, in which case it's great, but I know for myself and for others, it's kind of a hassle trying to find information like that. So now to answer the question of what does it take to be a speedrunner? Now I'm here to deliver the very boring answer of a willingness to try. Just learn the route you want to attempt, pick up the game, and play it.
W. Honestly, that was a W video. I fucks with Shorty. She's got a good head on her shoulders when it comes to this stuff. This is a good video. She only has 335 subscribers. Super awesome video. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Gotta leave comments. I'll leave comments and shit for people. It's like it helps. It helps people boosting the algo, bro. It's real, dog. Leave a couple comments. Read some stuff. Like, I like that shit. This was dope. Shout out to Root Origin. Go give her a follow, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty cool. And she's a Metroid Dread speedrunner too. I'm gonna play this game. When we get into the Metroid series, I'm playing all of those games. It's gonna be a long fucking month. Metroid month is gonna be a long, tedious, strenuous month, but I'm here for it. Here for it.